And the pick officially in. We know Jim Harbaugh believes one thing above all else. That's establishing the run. And at 22nd overall, the LA Chargers have drafted a running back out of North Carolina, Omarion Hampton. The 22nd overall pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, going to LA to join the Bolts in year number 2 under Jim Harbaugh. We know it is the philosophy, Joe, of Harbaugh and his OC in Greg Roman. The Chargers also did sign Najee Harris earlier this offseason. Let's start with the prospect himself and Omarion Hampton out of UNC. What do you like that he does best on the football field?
I like his vision. I love his cutback ability, yards after contact as well. Is he as explosive as like a Travion Henderson or an Ashton Genty? No, not in my opinion, but you give him a seam, he can take it to the house, and that's what you need when you think about Najee Harris. Think about what they had last year in terms of journeyman, pedestrian running backs. J.K. Dobbins, right? Gus Edwards. They had Haskins there from Michigan. They want to pound the rock. That is their offense, even though they have Justin Herbert, is predicated on the success of the rushing attack, which opens up everything else. Now you have a bell cow that you could feed 20 to 25 times a game, and maybe that offense will get into rhythm, especially when they make a playoff run.
You know, Cav and I had a fun little back and forth before we got going.
Yeah.
And I was like, they signed Najee Harris, and he understandably was like, he's not that good. Yeah, but they're the ones who signed him. I didn't sign him. You know what? So I don't understand. Did they have buyer's remorse before the guy hit the practice field? Omarion Hampton's the better player. I actually think Omarion Hampton, assuming they give him the full work, could actually really challenge the caliber of season Genty has in Vegas with how much Harbaugh likes to run the football. So I think Hampton will be productive.
A running back here at 22nd overall for the Bolts. Our second tailback going tonight, of course, following the Heisman runner-up in Ashton Genty at 6th overall to the Las Vegas Raiders. Lou and Cap, we just had this conversation projecting what Harbaugh might do with this 22nd overall pick. Knowing the creed in L.A., are you surprised at the Chargers pick?
Well, you have to say, Cap, it's very obvious, as Ben was talking about, Greg Roman. They are built a certain way in Harbaugh's image and Greg Roman's image. Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson, and put a stable of running backs behind them. Yes, there were some veteran moves last year, and even Najee Harris comes in as a veteran, but it's a one-year, $5 million deal. Omarion Hampton clearly going to be the running back of the future, or somebody they want to be the running back of the future.
Exactly. The draft is never about this year. It's about the future. That's how you build. The successful teams always think future, future, future. A rookie's contract, right? 25% of it's only year one, okay? 2 through 4, 75% of it. It's about the future. Najee Harris is on a one-year deal. He's a plodding power back, okay? That's why the Steelers didn't want him back. Hampton, and I know what the Chargers are going to say, Joe Ortiz, their GM's going to say, we never thought he'd be here. That's true. We didn't. I thought he'd go to Denver like everybody else out there. This is just a great value pick for a team, you're right. Everyone wants to run the football. And Hampton is so explosive. The reason why Genty went earlier is because he's a power possession back who could handle a lot of volume. There is a question on Hampton, why he dropped. How many carries could he handle at the next level?
Yeah, so I think my concern really for the Chargers is, yes, they're built in this way, and the Eagles won the Super Bowl by running the football, but are the Chargers that good overall to have that style of play, win them a division, win them the conference? I have a lot of doubts about the way that they're building this and whether or not they can take out the best teams in the AFC, Ben.